Nnimmo, about 10 years ago, we encountered the chief lobbyist for one of the big food companies. He told us, and I actually think he believed himself, that 99% of the world's food is produced by companies like his. They're the ones in charge of the food system. And that just shocked us that they could think that way. We started to look at the figures, and of course the figures are clear now, and the United Nations seems to agree with us even. Even some of the companies agree with us, that 70% of the world's people are fed by peasants. And they do it with less than 25% of the land and the rest of the resources that we need to grow food normally. They do that job. And people, I think, are surprised by that. They don't realize the diversity that the peasants have, the plant varieties that they produce, the species they work with, livestock, fisheries, and so on, the role they play in getting food on the table for all of us. Do you think the companies can ever catch on to that and learn from that and try to adapt their very messy, very wasteful system to respond to that and be useful in the world?
Really, the behavior of food industries can be really surprising because it's amazing how they hear only themselves and believe only what they think and what they say. They don't just believe the evidence out there in the field, out in people's lives. But there's a slight chance that they may change, and that is based on the fact that even the wildest lion can be tamed. But I do doubt. I think what we really need is to supremely change the system. Because scientists, social researchers, everybody has shown that clearly even the future of food production is not industrial agriculture. So if now they're not feeding the world, in future they will not feed the world, I can't just believe why we should waste our time, waste resources in believing or investing in such a system.
Yes, the amazing about the food system is, the industrial food system, is that they always complain that we're so complicated. Frankly, their system is very complicated. It's incredibly expensive. And after 70 years of the industrial food chain in the world, they only feed 30% of the world's people. They just can't seem to scale up. What do we need to do to support peasants?
This is the key to ensuring that the world has the right mix of food in the future, because industrial agriculture has so far reduced the variety of crops that we have, the variety of animals that we have. And this is how to build possible disaster in the food system. So now what is really needed is for support for small-scale farmers, including extension services, rural infrastructure, the right laws to protect varieties, banning genetic engineering because it's not needed, and just providing the things that would help farmers move food from the farm to the market and equally earn a decent income. Because right now, the bulk of the people who go hungry in the world today are also farmers. It doesn't just make sense. It doesn't add up.
Read Who Will Feed Us and tell us what you think.